Good morning. It's Thursday, June 6th. Ready to do this, Mama Papas?
Mama said I ain't right, got a bad streak a mile long. Oh, my soul is black as night, what feels right is always wrong. Oh, I'm like a hot, hot rain. Ain't no hero, honey, no angel face. Oh, I ain't no saint. Oh, I'm cold as fate. I'm sharp as steel. I slice you through. Too numb to feel, too hard to prove. Oh, I ain't no saint. Mama said, honey child, you walk a lonely mile with your serpent tongue, your diamond eyes, and blood dripping from your smile. Oh, you're like a hard, hard rain. Oh, I ain't no saint. Oh, I'm cold as fate. I'm sharp as steel. I slice you through. Too numb to feel, too hard to prove. Oh, I ain't no saint.
Well, West Coast states, I hope you're ready for a hot one, because here it comes.
I won't stop, I'm here to get what I want. I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot, I'll overpower any boss. Cause I am not
Let's
someone
go.
that you would wanna cross.
I move quietly, like a shadow, there's a dark side to me. I work privately to go build and create my own dynasty. A new rivalry, it emerges ever so silently. But I got fight in me, so I'll squash anything that's trying me. I'm like, me versus you, I hope that you know what you're getting into. I got nothing to lose, so you better watch out, can't predict my moves. I'll make you irrelevant, I don't stop till I'm at the top settling. I live here like a local resident.
Well, good morning. There's a couple people in the world awake, and that's for Joyce McCullough and Mike B. Good to see you. We may have a lurker or two somewhere hiding back there, but if they don't want to say hi, then hey, doesn't matter. Let them sleep. I think she's sleeping on her dock at the lake. And if you can see the background picture, that's the lake. And hey, look, there's Chef's ears. Yes, Mike, today, you're exactly right. It's the 80th anniversary of D-Day. Good morning, Lady D. Good to see you. I was going to do a short clip, but all the short clips really didn't do the D-Day celebration justice. The closest one I found was 20-something minutes long, and I know quite a few of you can't just sit there on your phone or on your laptop or computer or your TV and just watch a video. So if I can't keep it under at least 6 minutes, I'm not going to broadcast it. Maybe if I was doing a night show, I'd do it, but yeah, because there ain't nothing on prime time. But so D-Day, yeah, June 6th, where they sent over 150,000 U.S. troops to hit the shores on 3 separate beaches, and the French and Italians and the Russians and all the others hit other beaches. And I'm trying to remember what the whole operation was called. It was called Operation Overlord was the main title for all the operations going on at once. So there's very few veterans left from D-Day. Big celebrations in France, and at least some of the French still remember what we did to help them and the European nations out, since they're under the tyranny of Hitler and all of Germany at the time. Um, yeah, and of course, Potato Head had to go. I don't know if he's doing a speech or not, but I really don't want to even hear. I'll let somebody else report on what he says because, unless they dope him up, he's not going to be coherent enough. I know one agency was reporting this is probably going to be the last time any prestige is being shown for the Americans because it's going to die today with Biden at D-Day. Yeah, so think about it. Yeah, he's going to embarrass us. It's over. But hey, what can you do? Supposedly he legally won the election. yeah, but my feelings on it. So for the Golden families out there, the wives, the children, mainly children because of the age of the remaining survivors at D-Day, there's not many left, like I said. So, the families are there. Please honor your relatives. Big grateful thank you from all my family to yours. You were one of the last generations. Unfortunately, it wasn't the war to end all wars. But hey, we got this once we get real good leaders in there. Let me get my glasses on because I can't even see chat right now. My eyes still acting up from yesterday. I'm going to have to do my... Yep, he's in France. And if you ever go to France, I suggest you go check out the memorial that they got for the U.S. soldiers at the cemetery. I mean, it's the same cemetery that got the French and everybody else, but there's quite a few U.S. soldiers. There's just so many that they could not bring them back, so they buried them there with full honors. Oh, believe me, I know, Mike. That's why I said my feelings on that BS. I mean, now you're seeing everything on you can tell which of the liberals, journalists, unwritten online freaking stories to include mainstream media, but they're saying that Potato Head is ahead of Mr. T now, and they're blaming Kennedy and what's her name that I thought got out of the run for presidency. They say, oh yeah, they stole votes. Biden's going to win New Mexico because so they haven't even started. It's all polls. The only thing you believe out of a poll is bullshit. That's all it is. But so the big thing is D-Day. Please take a moment at your time whenever you feel like you need to do, and give them a moment. But it is going to be 100 degrees here. We're going to get strong gusty winds starting tonight. So I'm trying to finish up at least the front and side yards, which I think about 3 more barrels of limbs, and I'll be done with the front yard. So, and I'm trying to see where that other story was because there's another unit, and I don't see it in there. But I'll come up. It always does when I'm not looking for it. Yeah, Israel did strikes on a UN school that they turned in as shelter in Gaza, but there's a good reason for it because Hamas is using it as a headquarters. So let's see what kind of crap the UN tries to give Israel this time because, took away their tunnels. They can't get their equipment from Egypt anymore. So Yeah, they're going to have to do everything. So eventually they're getting crushed out. So let's go to the other part of the world. Hey, how about Russia? Yeah, they're reporting Russian warships are heading to the Caribbean. Yeah, the Caribbean for drills as tension rises over Ukraine. Yeah, let's go to another part of the, of the oceans and let's go do war drills. But, because, Ukraine's over here by us and we're just going to go across the world to practice the drills. Don't trust them. Last time he did exercises, guess what he did? He attacked Ukraine. So all of y'all in the Caribbean, have fun. Maybe your cruise ship's going to be freaking targeted. You never know. I'm not trying to scare you, but it's a possibility. You can't trust what anything Putin says. Tells you one thing and does another. So, yeah. Sounds like our politicians here, doesn't it? Yeah. And I'm trying to remember what that freaking thing is, but I'll wait for the story to come up. See, let's see. Lady D says she had 4 hours of downpour late last night. It was great for sleeping. Oh, yeah, on the rain it is, but the thunder, the lightning, especially the thunder, if it's overhead and just cracking, it keeps waking you up. Let's see. Mike says the humidity here this morning is awful. It's going to be horrible later today. It's supposed to rain later. Yeah, pray for the rain because when it gets awful, that rain's the only thing that's going to cool it down, unfortunately. And see, Happy Chappy, Nanu Nanu, good morning. Hey, good morning, West Texas Stacker. How you doing? Good to see you. And yeah, and then it's going to be going in and out. They're not saying anything about the X classes, but I think something is going on. They've activated something. There he is. There's Ghost Sniper Farmer. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. I was sneaking on your page, seeing if you're going live today, and I didn't see nothing. So I don't know if you hadn't done it yet or if you're not going live. So who knows? I know I didn't see nothing for Stoopy. I didn't see anything for Nash Landing. So no idea who's going live this afternoon. So if anybody is, please put it on there, time and all that other stuff. Oh, your wife put out a video? I'm going to have to go see because when I looked in your thing this morning, I didn't see a video. Maybe I just wasn't looking, and while I was looking for who was going live, so I can mention it to people. Oh, well, if they say hail heavy winds, be ready, Lady D. Yeah, I knew your live was on Wednesday. I watched it. I enjoyed it. So anybody that doesn't know, Ghost Sniper Farmer does auctions on Wednesday. Every Wednesday, unless something comes up, but he normally still shows up. Oh, I was talking about this afternoon. See, Happy Chappy. Yeah, there's a lot of people going live in the evening time. I figured I'd hit it on them on high noon. Yeah, Pause is always live at 1. I was going to mention him on high noon too. But when I do my high noon, I want to make sure I cut it where people can go over there and hang out with him. But that's the only one I saw. So I don't know. I didn't look at the silver gold reports this morning, but they're probably holding steady. I haven't heard nothing at the end of the world. Everything's dropping and all that yet, but yeah. And let's see what else. Yeah. Yeah, Reuters is reporting the prosecution is expected to arrest their case in the Hunter Biden gun freaking thing. Like, really? This soon? You're only going to give it like a couple hours and that's it? Well, hopefully they put up enough evidence to freaking prosecute his butt. So, yeah. Let's see, what else? Wasn't news, it was something else. Oh, yeah, the Baraka ground black pepper is being recalled nationwide due to salmonella risk. Yep, it's the Baraka ground black pepper. Yep, so if you have the Baraka, don't use it. Salmonella. You'll get sick. Poop everywhere, throw up everywhere, have fever. Yeah. But let's see what else. Oh, yeah, let's go to health news. Yeah, everybody here in chat knows what ringworm is, right? Well, I hope so. So now we have our first case of sexually transmitted ringworm. And you'll never guess what city it's in. New York City. Yeah, but more power to him. It was a dude who did another dude, went to another state, did more dudes, and then went overseas, did some more dudes in different countries, and came back. And now he has sexually transmitted ringworm. Highly contagious. So be careful with your partners. Yeah. Mostly in what do you call it? The gay community, should I say. And I'm not picking on them. That's how they're reporting it on the thing. So, yeah. Let's see. What else is going on? Oh, yeah, there's more. Oh, yeah. East Coast is being invaded by flying poisonous spiders. Oh, yeah. They fly. They're huge. They bite. They get you really, really sick, possibly kill you. You'll know what they are when you see them. They sort of look like daddy long legs, but they're colorful and, yeah, they're highly aggressive. So good luck with that on the East Coast. That's all I got to say on that one. Oh, cool. Silver Bowl's going to be back in about 1 or 2 weeks. Yeah, cracking your own's a whole lot better, Mike. I do that. It took me a while to freaking get used to the routine, but it definitely tastes better too. Oh, here's a story. Y'all gonna have to do your own research. I'm not even gonna say who put it out because I've only seen it in one so far. They reported yesterday, but supposedly YouTube, and I say supposedly, do your own research. YouTube has changed their rules on handguns. Yeah. So if you like to display yours, you may want to check on it, make up your own determination, and if you feel that, yeah, it's true and you want to display your handguns, and then they hit you, well, that's on you. But so I say, do your own research. I'm not going to be the person giving everything out to everybody else. Let's see. Oh, yeah, and I see Happy Chappy is talking about athlete's foot. Yep. Yeah, there's a really strong strain of athlete's foot, and it's not only on the feet, it's in the private areas too. That's a whole lot stronger than others. But so far, it's still working with antibiotics and treatment and all that. But yeah, that other one, that's sexually transmitted ringworm, it takes 4 weeks of antibiotics for it to go away. And you know that skin, I can't remember the name of it. Damn, I don't got the order. I just closed it out too. That skin disease where you get like patches of red all over your skin. Yeah, sort of sometimes looks like that. So, yeah, if you see somebody with that, definitely don't even touch the articles of clothing and stuff. Oh, no, I know, Happy Chappy, but the athlete's foot one and the crotch area one isn't sexually transmitted, but it's gotten stronger too. So, but luckily, antibiotics still work on it to help you out. Yeah, but monkeypox is still going strong in the U.S. So strong that, yeah, there's a southern country. Yeah, they got a, what do you call it? I can't even think of the word of it right now. Yeah, paralysis is the one I was talking about. Go stop your farmer for that sexually transmitted. It looks just like paralysis. So, yeah. So be careful on that. Get checked, and hopefully it is paralysis because that's a whole lot more treatable than that other one. Unless you got 4 weeks to go crazy. And then everybody's going to know if you got that sexually transmitted one because you can only get it from same-sex contact. Yep. So, hey, John Camper, good morning. So I'm not judging what you do behind closed doors. Just protect yourself. And I'm not saying, ladies, you may want to choose your partners wisely. You don't know where that guy's been or who he's been with, especially if you're cheating on your mate. And then you turn around and give it to your mate. He's definitely going to know. Yeah. But no, it was the paralysis one. But let's see what else. Yeah, this one in the Congo and starts with the Uganda and all that. It's a mutated form of monkeypox, much more deadlier. The CDC has freaking made a warning out of it worldwide, and they're monitoring people that are coming to the U.S. and checking to see if they possibly have it. Now, this one is deadly, as they're saying they is. Why are they monitoring it? Why aren't they closing? Nope, nobody from that country or been in that country can enter ours. When is it going to be America first? Why are we just bringing them in here and then, oh, yeah, they're going to get the free treatment because they're visiting, but yet they turn around and gave it to everybody. Yeah, it was bullshit. Oh, yeah, and the female president of Mexico, that Mexico elected. Yeah, Democratic liberal. Yeah, so get ready for the good stuff. Yep, I agree with you, Ghost Type Farmer. You hit it on the nose. I got to highlight that one. Yep, can't diagnose shit. I wonder how many of them have that YouTube PhD that's required. Yep, and they finally had one person in Mexico too just died from the bird flu. The funny thing is, he wasn't anywhere near farms or anything else that everybody else has been getting it. And scientists so far, the medical professor, are saying he must have got it from rats. Yeah, so now the rats are infected. So how you going to take care of the rats? Because they want every freaking cow checked for bird flu before they use them for the meat thing. So how you going to check the rats? They're everywhere. Even when you don't think you got rats, you got rats. Unless you got snakes, and the snakes can take care of the rats. So, yeah. So how many of them are going to flood across the border now? So, yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, and I agree with them. Rats are probably the one that spread it because they got it from the fleas that were on the freaking cows, that were on the wild pigs, stuff like that. And, the Black Plague was spread by the freaking ticks. I really think the Spanish flu was the same thing. Hey, Pat Evans, good morning. They're going to push another vax, but it ain't going to work. I think falsely freaking sealed the deal. If people actually watch that freaking thing. And they needed to ask them, where do they get these people to ask these questions when they're doing an investigation? They're definitely not getting schooled on how to ask the hard questions. Because I'd be like, I appreciate you listening, you showing up so we could ask you questions. But if you didn't, then you'd have a warrant out for your arrest. And then you'd be Bubba's bitch at the end of the day. But I'm going to ask you questions, and there's not going to be any respect because you're not part of our panel. I'll just, right off the bat, just let him know he's mud. He worked for the Chinese, bottom line. He did it for the money. But, I'm trying to see what else. I don't want baseball reports. Everybody that watches baseball, football, and that's everybody got their information. So why? Come on. Of course, they're still talking about Travis Kelce. what the Secret Service talked to him about before he went to the White House. Who cares? You know, they're just doing their visit now. And when did they win? Yeah, exactly. Enough said. Well, like there, Biden. He's trying to do anything positive to try to get freaking votes. Now, here's a good one that happened yesterday. An enormous great white shark was found washed up on a beach after an even larger sea animal attacked and killed it. We're talking about a great white. You know how big those suckers get. So unless it was an orca, which I doubt it was because it wasn't in anywhere cold water where orcas swim most of the time. Oh, was it a megalodon? And this is the report I really love. Okay, the HuffPost in the UK had a live interview with Putin. Putin rages at the reporter after the reporter asks him about attacking NATO. The historic remark that Putin finally gave was, "Are you as dumb as this table?" Yeah. Think about it. Do you think he's going to freaking let out his plans on an interview? Really? Yeah. That reporter must have been as dumb as the table. Hey, maybe he's doing the freaking Hunter Biden trial. So, I don't know. Okay. Good morning, Donna Lottie. Sorry. Still trying to drink my first cup of coffee. And hey, sometimes you just got to sleep a little later than normal. That's a possibility. It could be a kraken. But I want to see pictures of what was left when they found the great white. Yeah. And a little bit of sad news on military. At the end of last month, I can't remember his rank. I want to say he was a colonel. A military army person was in charge, had been in Osan Air Base for 2 years, was scheduled to leave and come home after his 2-year tour there. And he passed away. It was like 3 days before he was getting on the flight, come home and see his daughter graduate. So he was really excited and all that in his last interview. And they found him unresponsive, no, what do you call it? Foul play. So they're still doing an autopsy and they're doing an investigation there. So the body will probably be there for another month or so before they ship it home. But it's sad because he was in charge of quite a bit of stuff on the DMZ. And he looked like he was only like maybe 49, 52. Personally, I think it's that arm candy, but, and all the leadership there took it. Yeah. So prayers for his family, because I know they're still probably distraught. That graduation of his daughters probably wasn't the best for her. So, which I thought that was really. Yeah, we don't live forever, and that is right, Pat Evans. But you know what? This is just a stop before we continue our journey. And you just got to see it positively in order to know what's going on. I guess Haley Biden's going to be testifying today before they arrest her case completely, which they need to integrate the crap out of her. They said, "Did you kill your husband? Did Hunter kill your husband?" Yeah, do stuff like that. Oh, wow. Okay, a star of a controversial Netflix series is found dead in a jail cell. He was only 29 years old. I never seen him before. I'm going to click on that. Maybe they'll say what TV show he was on. I just want to see the name. Maybe some John Eastside McAllister. Known for his appearance on Netflix groundbreaking series Unlocked, a jail experiment. Okay, so he must have been a prisoner. They're doing a series. They found him dead. Maybe he said something on that series he wasn't supposed to, and another person took him out for it. Who knows? Maybe he beat out somebody else who was supposed to be there, and they took him out. They're jealous. No telling. Yep, fair is the devil. So, yeah. And this stuff is all coming in. Oh yeah, this is one that really gets my goat, especially for today. Now it's refreshing inside the gut. Oh, really? At a U.S. memorial for veterans, vandals went over there and destroyed everything that was around, and they lit the American flag on fire. I'm not going to say where, but this all comes down. Okay, here it is now. U.S. flag burned as Veterans Memorial vandalized by a bunch of animals leaving crowds. And I'm trying to freaking click on it so I don't give the wrong town. And all the crowds there are horrified. It's Morgan Hill, a small city near San Francisco. Yeah. And perpetrators still remain unknown, and they're investigating and trying to get suspects. That's all they're going to say about it. Yep, never seen that one. I just finally got to watch the Deadliest Catch, the 20th year. They did the one episode for the 20th year and went back talking about a little bit of it and the cameraman and all that. It was pretty good. So, but I need to get back on there because I think I stopped watching that one like episode 16 or something. So I got a few to do. Hey, how you doing, B Charmin? This is coming from Shift Kicker from the lake. You see her ears on the picture. Hey, ya B. So, okay, let me go back, put that in comments. Yep, exactly, Mike. I mean, but you know that one school agenda that they're pushing on everybody about certain races being underprivileged and they need to be taken care of more than the ones that have all the privileges, you know. Well, yeah, one of the head people, and they have some major freaking schools that they're teaching at kids. They tried doing this at some companies too. And then, yeah, the head person that's running all this stuff is saying, like, yeah, people just got to get over it. Kids can freaking learn and know what's going on in the world, and they can adapt to it. But you old folks, you need to stop being racist. Well, needless to say, I'll tell you, that lady is black. And just look at her picture, she looks like a racist. Because the whole thing is, not every white person has privilege, like she's putting in her classroom agendas for all these kids. You know, she says that the American flag is a racist product of our country. She doesn't even know what our freaking American flag stands for, dumbass bitch. Yes, and if you hear this or somebody sends it to you, come over here. I'll get you on the show and I'll prove you wrong, lady. You know, send your ass to freaking Haiti. And you'll see, yes, all skin colors can be racist. So stop pushing your agenda on these freaking ill informed kids, because you're the one making these problems for the country. They should mark her as a domestic terrorist, a freaking boot her ass, lose her citizenship if she has one. I mean, because, you know, I'll put it this way: a federal judge in California, you know how they're going to pay reparations for certain individuals because even though they were never slaves, their great granddaddy was. Well, the federal judge said, no, you can't do that because you can't only give money to black people when other people were slaves too and they weren't black. So he ruled down that law. Yep. Well, good for him. At least they found one federal judge in California that could freaking slap California around a little bit. You know, I don't mind helping out people that are deserving of it. But anytime you throw freaking race into the mix and you think you deserve it because of your race, yeah, that was the problem. You freaking putting people in there because of their skin color, not because of their qualifications. I mean, you can't say, oh, well, the white privilege, they got the smarter stuff. It's like, okay, don't you have black colleges? Doesn't the government give millions of dollars and free grants to all these colleges? And none of them could come out smart? That's the question you should be asking. Not pointing the finger, blaming other people for your failed ingenuities to help your own race out. See, that gets me because freaking in the military I had to put up with that BS. And the only ones that ever gave me crap were some of the younger males that are African American. Anytime I told them they needed to do something, they always said, oh, you're just picking on me because I'm black. I was like, nah, motherfucker, you're the lowest freaking ranking motherfucker, so go clean those toilets. You know? I had to put up with that shit all the freaking time. You know? Everybody else was smart. They just freaking bitch about it without freaking trying to accuse or make a scene in front of everybody else. But, you know, they made a scene. I freaking made sure I had the last word. And they thought, well, we'll just go to the senior master sergeant, the ops superintendent, because you know what? He's black. He'll side with us. Nope. Needless to say, yeah. He knew what was up. He knew. That's the reason he put those young pups underneath me, because I wouldn't bend. And he wanted to break their shit. Either kick them out or they freaking adjust to real society. Nobody wants to hear that, oh, you feel underprivileged because of your skin color. Because I guarantee you that operations superintendent, who's now chief master sergeant of the Air Force, didn't get promoted because of his skin color. It's because of the things he did and his knowledge. So, oh, she needs more than an American history lesson. I mean, and, you know, and I know that federal judge of California was talking about the Irish, you know, and the Chinese. Just think about it. Yeah, we had Chinese here, possibly Japanese too. They built our railroads. They weren't getting paid freaking the value of what they were supposed to in order to build the railroads for us. Yeah, Canada's been having fires for a while now, Pat. They just throw it out there sometimes, and other times they don't. California's doing the same thing. Shift Kicker reported that supposedly they caught the guys doing the one in California. So, and they're in jail right now. So we'll see where that goes after they put the fires out. And yeah. Now the biggest thing I hate about the racist stuff is because they always blame somebody else. They can't ever take responsibility for themselves. So, but anyway, yeah, that stuff was coming down, and with this heat, and then you're gonna have the smoke. It's not gonna be. Hey, guess what? The scientists are getting smarter. You know, the ones with the PhDs. They just figured out we got a big ass freaking lava flow under the entire 48 in the U.S. And they're going to find a way to tap into it in every state so they can get energy off the freaking heat. Boy, you talking about them messing with Mother Nature. Yeah, I think sci-fi had it right when they started showing volcanoes and, California and New York City and all that. Yeah, I think that's what they're going to create. Trying to mess with Mother Nature and the way shit works. Yep. Oh, Arizona's supposed to hit a record high today. I think they're supposed to hit 114 or higher. And I believe that is in Phoenix, if I remember correctly. I don't have my numbers map up, but yeah. It looks like they're going to hit 114 as a minimum. So please hydrate. Be careful with your bottled water because, it's got that microplastics in there. But you know what's good for you if you're going to especially be outside or in this heat? Those freaking, those cooling towels. Yeah. It's not only for the people who go to the gym or the people who run marathons. Get a couple of those. They really, really work. You get them wet and you can, if you don't want to get super wet, then you drain as much as possible and put it on and cools your head, cools your neck, shoulders. Yeah, it really, really works. Don't believe me? You got to try it. Okay, I want to know what's up. Where are all the stars coming out again? Now they're asking Tom Hanks. How's he going to feel if Mr. T wins the election? Tom, why don't you go to another country and stay there? Oh, was that last night, B? I'll have to look it up. I haven't seen that one with the president of El Salvador. Oh, sorry. I think there'll still be an election, but they're going to be trying to play with it. And it's kind of funny because more and more Democrats are getting busted. I'm trying to remember which state it was. Probably better I don't say the state because then people are going to think, oh, you don't like the state, you're talking bad about it. No. You can look it up in the news. A certain governor is signing a law, certain things to restrict Republicans, or should I say conservatives more than Republicans, from being able to get on a ballot. Now, the Democrats in their Senate, in their state, created this law, and they passed it through, and the governor signed it. Like real, in between the old law, which stated they had to be on the ballot or put in the ballot, and they had to where they could start putting their names in March, but they had to have it, I think, by October or something in there. Well, this new bill says if you don't put it in by March, you can't be on the ballot. So it's basically holding off any conservatives from getting on the ballot because they plan this. Well, another judge freaking slapped that down, saying it's unconstitutional. And gee, I won't tell you what skin color that one was either, but yeah, I can tell you this much. They got busted. Yeah. So don't tell me they're trying to do the fix yet again. So, and the only reason I keep mentioning skin color is because they keep pushing the race thing. The Democrats need to freaking realize that race thing is a dead issue. End it. It's the Democratic Party. They're the ones that freaking started the Civil War in order to freaking keep slaves. Doesn't matter that they moved. They were probably going to get hanged if they didn't move out of their states. That's why they moved. And they're being closet freaking, slave drivers. Yep, and that's where they did the interview with Tom Hanks. They're asking Mr. T wins because they know, I saw a fake story yesterday. They had it where they know Biden's not going to make it because even the doctors are starting to question his mentality and his age and his health. And that's his doctors. I want to see his freaking physical because I don't think he's going to make it. I want to see the doctor sign off that he's fit because the doctor signed off on the last one. They need to do an investigation on his ass. And that doctor probably worked with Michael Jackson's doctor, and all they're doing is doping up Biden to keep him going. I don't have no proof, but it's starting to look that way. You look at the story of Michael Jackson. I've seen the story here. Michael Jackson was walking around like a zombie quite a bit of times. And sometimes when he talked, you couldn't understand him, just like you can't understand Biden. Hey. So let's see. You can only put 2 and 2 together, and then hopefully somebody else comes up with another piece of the puzzle, and then we don't have a conspiracy. We have facts yet again. Well, I don't know, Pat Evans. I think most of us bleed red, but see Happy Chappy, I think he's at work. So he probably is, if he's getting to listen, or he's having to read the little number thing or the word scroller thing. He is an alien. I don't know if he's got red blood. But yeah, I feel sorry for everybody when Yellowstone finally goes. But I don't think Yellowstone's going to be the thing that takes us out. I think, Wormwood's going to take us out. As you look closer and everything in there will be a country destroyed by by something that comes from the sky that takes out a third of the oceans, third of the ships, third of the animals. And don't quote me on it because that's why I'm not, I don't got my Bible open and read it to you. But hey, Lewis, how you doing? Wormwood. Type in Wormwood on Google and they'll come up where you can find it in the Bible. But needless to say, after that occurs, it does take out a nation, and it's a nation. They don't mention what nations getting taken out. But you got to figure out what nations are not in the Bible or mentioned with symbols from the Bible. So yeah, I'm leaning towards more possibly the U.S. I'm not trying to scare anybody, but you should be getting ready with God right now because you may not have time to call out for Jesus when it's time. I agree with Donald Loudy because I think he just signed off on it and he got paid for it. And what's the other thing? Oh yeah, after Wormwood hits and it does all that destruction, it's going to be the turn of the non-salted waters throughout the world. And that's why I keep trying to tell everybody. Everybody's like, well, I got a well, I got this. It doesn't matter. You better have it in storage tanks. So that's the only thing the Bible doesn't say it gets affected. It's how you're storing it. You got well, you got rivers, you got lakes. That stuff's going to get infected with wormwood. Yeah. I think it's punishment, it's going to turn the waters bitter. Well, if you look at it, the ocean's already bitter. So the only thing they can be gone for is, the fresh water. Think about it. Oh, man, I wish I would have my freaking Ustream working. There is a waterfall. I want to say it was in China. It was like a historic waterfall that's been running. I guess somebody discovered a water pipe that's feeding at the top of the waterfall. That's feeding all the water to make it look. That's just, not wonderful. Yep, exactly. Waters will be turned bitter. And have you ever tried drinking Salt water, yeah, it's already better. So yeah. But I'm going to go ahead and get it off here short. I'm going to try to see if I can find that story on that waterfall. Pretty sure it was China. And want to find out what the name of the waterfall is because it's supposed to be a really spectacular one. But finding the pipes that are feeding that waterfall. Because supposedly they tried saying there was a river feeding the waterfall and it's dropping down. But nope, that's not it. They're pumping the water into that waterfall. Yeah. Hey, Seven Stacks, good morning. But yeah, it is currently 9:17 here Central, and I'm going to go ahead and take me a break. I need me a second cup of coffee, and hopefully I'll get that news story on that waterfall for y'all. And I'll be back on 11 Central. Maybe we'll get lucky and Shift will pop in going, hey, I'm having a good time. But for now, you're just going to have to put up with this picture here that I got on the background. Yeah, those ears are just listening, but she can't talk. She's spending time with her hubby. And see Happy Chappy for listening. That meme for the high noon is for you. That tiger stole your spaceship, and we're on the lookout for it. So don't worry, we'll find it. And so thank you for coming out. I love y'all. Please hit the thumbs up if you can. And if you can't hit the thumbs up, at least go visit the page up there on that I got pinned for Be Charming. We only need 27 more to get her to 100. And I'm going to keep pushing it and pushing it till y'all get really tired to start freaking hitting the thumbs down and actually subscribing to Be Charming. Let's get her 100 because I'm ready to move on to the next one. I mean, go check out her one video. It's pretty awesome. And if we get her to 100, she promises to do another one. I want to see what the next one is. Maybe it's the Kraken eating great white sharks because she does live near the ocean. Yeah. I won't tell you her location because I think she's one of those that, she's being protected by, she lives in a safe house. Yeah. She probably runs a safe house. Nobody messes with her. She's got killer bees she raises. Yeah, I had to do that too. Believe me. But I'll hopefully see y'all at 11. Please stay hydrated. Be weather aware on the East Coast for these storms. West Coast, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. And I'm going to leave you with this piece if you want. If I didn't give you no articles to look up, and that sounded interesting. Scientists have discovered if you lack vitamin D, your chances of dying are more significant at an earlier age than if you properly have enough vitamin D in your system. Now, I'm not telling you to go out there and take a million freaking milligrams of vitamin D every day. You should take only the appropriate amount because too much can kill you too. But that's why I say if you ever go to the doctors, have them do a freaking deficiency test. I mean, it should be 1 or 2 vials of freaking blood, and they could check to see if you're deficient in any of your vitamins. And vitamin D, you don't even have to take the pill. You can just drink the milk if you trust the milk. If you're glucose intolerant, then just go outside and enjoy the sun. Sun gives you vitamin D too. But I do love y'all. I'll see you at 11. Remember, I tell your loved ones you love them because you know what's going to happen in 5 minutes, 24 hours. And Shift always says, stay blessed, not stressed. She's being blessed on the paddle canoes for you. So yeah, she's taking one for the team, enjoying her little mini vacation while you'll have to slave away on your daily routine. So we will see you in a little while. I'm trying to find my video because I lost where it's at. Hey, guess what? Tomorrow's Friday too. So I'll be back at 11, and I'm going to mention all the ones that actually posted their streams they're going to stream today. And the ones for tonight I'll cover also. And we'll go from there. Hopefully we move up a couple for Be Charming before high noon because we only need, 27? It's either 23 or 27. One of those 10 numbers. So if we can get her up there, then we can move on to the next one. I already got targeted. And he won't be as painful. I think he's only needs like 13 more to hit 100. So I'm trying to find all the ones we watched that are under 100. And when we get all those, then I'm going to start going for all the ones that are under 500. Shift's already started trying to push some that trying to get to 500. So we're trying to get a lead on that. But okay, I keep ranting and I need to shut up and let y'all go do what you need to do and go get me some more coffee. Love y'all. See you in a little bit. Chowsies. And hello, Harvestberry. I just saw you pop in. That's right, I didn't hit the end of the live stream. Hopefully you can join us at 11 o'clock Central, 12 o'clock Eastern. And Gold Sniper Farmer, make sure you put some of that sunblock on. You don't want to get sunburned in those private spots. All right. Ciao.